From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for September 7th, 2017. I'm Madison Neal.
And I'm Sarah Singletary. Thank you for joining us this evening. A new partnership between Troy University and Troy Bank and Trust is leading the way for future investments into a bank so that students can use. But it's not like a bank in the traditional sense. Justin Walker has the story.
Troy University will return to the place it once called home in downtown Troy. The university announced a partnership between the Sorrell College of Business and Troy Bank and Trust on Thursday, forming the Troy Bank and Trust Entrepreneurship Program. And with this program, a new kind of bank will be established, the Idea Bank. Here at 63 South Court Square in the old Regions Bank building is where Troy University's Idea Bank will be located, where it will host classes, special events, and provide workspace for students.
The Idea Bank is the Innovation, Design, and Entrepreneurship Accelerator. And so what we wanted to do was to create a single facility that we can bring all of those resources to bear on students at one location so that they can maybe do their classwork and study there, but have a place to go that they can focus strictly on trying to get their business started.
The program is designed specifically for business students, and one of those students believes the Idea Bank will be a way to convince other student entrepreneurs to come to Troy.
I'm really excited about this project and be able to be a part of creating this center. I think it's going to help a ton of students to come and be a really attractive thing for students when they look at Troy University and they have these ideas about business and entrepreneurship. They're going to choose Troy University and want to come here because of this program.
Edwards says he's excited to see the results of the partnership and that the students through this program will contribute to the world around them.
We want our students to start businesses. We want them to, take their ideas and turn them into something that they'll have passion about.
The next step will be to hire an architect who will help design the layout inside the building. Justin Walker, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Idea Bank will include resources helping students start their own business, as well as plans to convert the upstairs into living spaces for those students.
Some other students in the Sorrell College of Business were exploring their future career options as part of the college's annual Accountancy Day activities. Yolanda Allen shows us how.
Thursday morning, students came out to the career fair for accounting, seeking for an internship, possibly for a job.
This is our big recruiting event of the year. We have two for the School of Accountancy. We have one in the fall and one in the spring. This is the biggest. We hand out all of our awards and all of our scholarships and all of that. And then the recruiters who are here are literally here. They're here looking for interns for the coming spring and then the next spring, and also for full-time positions.
For some students, accounting was a very interesting major to choose.
I have a bit of OCD, actually. So I love solving puzzles and finding out what's wrong and what's the problem. So if you give me a spreadsheet of numbers and tell me why and show me it doesn't balance, I want to figure out why it doesn't balance. So to me, that was just the perfect career choice because it's all about problem solving.
And for some students, being an accounting major is just a better life decision.
I want to be an accounting major because there's just so many opportunities in the accounting profession, in the accounting field for after college. So I want to be able to provide for my family, so I feel like accounting is the best route for me to do that.
Once a student enters their accounting classes, it is very important for them to come to the career fair.
As soon as our accounting students enter the first accounting classes, so either intermediate accounting 1 or tax 1 or governmental, we push them to be here, and we basically tell them they have to be here for this event. So they have to dress up, wear a suit, have a resume, and they have to go around and talk to people.
Yolanda Allen, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Sorrell College of Business has a very busy weekend store. Tomorrow morning, they will offer donuts with the dean at 9 a.m. in the Bibb Graves Atrium. The Troy University Public Radio Station will kick off an 8-day fund drive starting on Saturday.
The drive is designed to help raise money for the program. Joshua Thomas has the details.
Saturday is the start of the Troy Public Radio Fund Drive. Operations Manager Kyle Gassett speaks on the purpose of the event.
Saturday begins the first day of our 8-day fall fund drive. And this is something that we do 3 times a year, where we go on the air and we remind listeners that we are a listener-supported station.
The Troy Radio Fundraiser will be going on throughout the week, and Gassett explains how return listeners can inspect the lineup to play out.
So what we do is it starts every morning at 6, okay, and we do air our normal shows. Some of them are kind of special versions of our normal shows, but we stay with our normal programming schedule. And periodically through the hour, in between the shows and breaks in the shows, we'll come on and remind listeners that, hey, this show we have to pay for because we have to buy our shows that we air here through subscription fees. That only happens if they call in right now.
The event is only held 3 times a year, but the station is always looking for a little bit of extra help. Gassett talks about what listeners can do to provide that.
We constantly we take donations all year long, and we're set up to do that at the website, troypublicradio.org, or people can call in to that 800 number, 800-800-6616, and pledge their support that way. But we only go on air with the special reminders for listeners 3 times a year.
Joshua Thomas, Troy, TrojanVision News.
For more information or to make a donation, you can visit their website at www.troypublicradio.org.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy Trojan Vision Midday.
Good evening, Trojan fans, and welcome to your Troy Trojan Vision Sports. I'm Seth Hawk. Let's start things off tonight by heading over to the green this evening, as the men's golf team will be starting their 2017 season this weekend when they hit the course to compete in the Carpet Capital Collegiate in Rocky Face, Georgia. The Trojans are rolling out a new lineup as 4 of the Trojans' 5 golfers from last season exhausted their eligibility. Former women's coach Bart Barnes will be beginning his first season as the men's head coach. Last year, Troy finished ranked 59th nationally after advancing to its 3rd straight NCAA regional. Tee time for this weekend is set for 8:17 a.m. and the team will tee off on the back 9. The team is paired with North Florida and Tennessee. Dean Martin will lead Troy onto the course, and Callum Masters will serve as the anchor. Now let's head for the green to the court, as the volleyball team is traveling to Moorhead, Kentucky this weekend to compete in the Moorhead State Comfort Invitational. The team will play against Middle Tennessee, Moorhead State, and South Carolina State. Head coach Josh Lauer knows that the experience the players are getting will help when they enter conference play.
Freshmen and sophomores who are contributing as much as then they need to understand the grind of college volleyball, at the Division I level in the Sun Belt. And so, we're trying to see as much as we can to work out kinks so that we can prepare for the conference season when it hits. We don't want any surprises once conference season starts. So playing a lot of matches, working out some of those kinks and getting our players used to that grind is really, really important, especially with this young group.
The team's first game of the tournament will be against Middle Tennessee on Friday at noon. And Saturday, it is finally time for Trojan fans to pack the vet, as the Trojan football team will take on the Alabama State Hornets. The team will be looking to even up their record to 1-1. Sarah Drake was able to get head coach Neil Brown's opinions about the upcoming home opener.
The Trojan football team will play their first home game of the 2017 season in Veterans Memorial Stadium on Saturday when they welcome in the Alabama State Hornets. And head coach Neil Brown knows his team is ready to play in front of the home crowd.
We got a great opportunity on Saturday. We come back home in front of our home crowd and believe our home fans are going to show up and they should be still enthused about this football team. I can promise you we're going to get better on special teams and on offense. We're going to continue to play at a high level on defense. I think we're young over there. We're going to continually get better.
Brown talks about what the Hornets can do on defense that impresses him in preparation for the game.
So they've got a new coordinator this year. He was at Tennessee State. They were really good statistically over the last couple of years. I think they played really sound on Saturday. And Tuskegee does some things that put you in some bad spots, and I thought they were real sound. I think they cover well at corner. They come and make plays. They tackle well. Their defensive tackles, they rotated several through, and they were active. They made plays. They got big size.
Brown also explains what makes this game different compared to the game against the Broncos.
Defensively, it's an entirely different challenge because Boise was very, very tight ends, multiple tight ends, not a whole lot of quarterback run. With Alabama State, they're a spread team. Use the quarterback in the run game, get the ball out of their hand faster. Boise was mostly drop back or play action pass, throwing the ball downfield. Alabama State gets the ball out of their hand faster. I think Alabama State's talented at running back and at receiver, so a different challenge for us. Offensively, Alabama State's a 4-man front, where Boise was a 3-man front. We're primarily a 3-man front as well defensively, so we're working versus 4-man for really the first time in a long time.
And linebacker Sam Levy talked about what he hopes to see at the Vet during the game.
I think our crowd's going to come out big for us, give us a lot of energy, and I can't wait to bring a W back to Troy. So I'm excited.
Kickoff for Saturday's game is set for 5 p.m. Sarah Drake, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
If you want to see your Trojans up close, make sure you attend Trojan Walk, which will begin at 2:45 p.m. and will feature the return of Troy football letter winners.